So in today's class, I'm going to be answering a very important question that a lot of people have asked. What is the best amount of capital, or what is the ideal amount or right amount of capital that can comfortably start a P2P business? All right. Now, a lot of people are out there, they want to get started, they have been gathering money, they want to actually get started. So what is the right amount that would help you, build more profit or stay more comfortable in the market and have more turnovers? All right. So here's what I'm going to start with. Bybit actually stated that the least amount, in fact, if you're trading the Bybit P2P for a long time, if you've been an old trader, you find out that the least amount you can actually use is 100 USDT. So yeah, 100 USDT is the lowest amount you can use to start up a P2P business. All right. But then, is 100 USDT really good to start with, or is it manageable? Can it bring something reasonable? Now, in fact, Bybit themselves and Binance, KuCoin, and a lot of other exchanges have stipulated that 100 USDT is the least amount you can use to start a P2P business. In fact, you cannot sell less than 100 USDT. If you cannot create an ad to sell less than 100 USDT, all right? All traders already knows this. So, but what is the right amount? Now, I think from experience that the best amount you can use to start out as a beginner is about 300 USDT. So 300 USDT is actually cool. Now, if you have 100 USDT, there's no wrong in trying, but the profit will be really, really tiny and small. Now, just imagine that you're starting out with 100 USDT. In Nigerian naira is about 140,000 nairas, and you're making a profit of about 200 naira per round, per transaction. When you buy and sell 100 USD, you make about 200 naira. After your whole fees and charges have been taken out, it can even go low to about 150 or 160 or 170. So you can see it is not an ideal way to make good money, because even if you are trading about 10, 20 times a day, you can end up with about 1,000 or 2,000 nairas, which you may not really like as a turnover. So from experience, the higher amount of capital you have, the more amount of profit you can potentially make. Yeah, so I think and I know that the best amount of capital you can actually use to get started is about 300 USDTs. All right, this is going to be very, very nice for you as a beginner. This gives you enough profit scale and enough money to take advantage of the market. So let's say you have 300 USDT, and this is going to significantly increase how much you make per round. So let's say per round you're going to be earning about 700 nairas or 800 nairas after removing all of your fees. Okay, and then you can multiply by how many rounds you want to go. Is it 10? Is it 20? Is it 15? At the end of the day, you can boast of about 7,000, 8,000, or even 10,000. But then remember that this is based on the profit margin. All right. Because on some days, the profit margin can be 3 naira when you subtract your buying price from your selling price. It can be 3 naira. And I mentioned, don't trade when it is less than 3 nairas. Okay, don't trade when it is less than 3 naira. If you know the price at which you're buying and the price at which you're selling, and you have subtracted them, done your maths, and it is 3 naira or less, it is not a good time to trade. But when it is above 3 naira, it is very, very nice. On some days, it can be 10, 16, 12 nairas profit. And in fact, you can find these very good rates on weekends and midnight. This is when you can earn, you can find higher profit margin, and of course it in turn increases how much you can potentially earn. Right? So if you're thinking about the best amount to use, 300 USDT is actually nice. If you're thinking about the best time to trade, the best time to trade P2P is going to be at night, because that is when a lot of merchants are no longer trading, and the few merchants who are trading are going to increase their profit margin. So the profit margin increases so much, you will get more value for your $300. And okay, of course, weekends like Fridays and Saturdays. So if you're planning to start out with about 300 USDTs, that can be really very nice. But then you have to understand that you take advantage of the peak periods, the periods when there's enough margin for your business, which is going to be around midnight or in the weekends, and this can be very very helpful. But for me, 100 USDT is a very big no because I mean, even in the peak periods, you don't really get something really nice. And this is my take on how much it costs for you to stay profitable in the market when you are buying and selling, or when you are going about your daily P2P business. So if you have more questions, you can go down in the comment area to ask me. And definitely, if you have complaints or anything you actually want to talk about, or any video you want me to make, okay, just let me know in the comment section. I'll find it and give you a very good reply that suits what you want for yourself. I'll see you on another one, guys, and do have a very wonderful day.